Okay, I'm streaming technically. Let me get some tunes on. Okay, I've got to go and get a cup of tea. I will be right back. Hey, Celestine, welcome to stream. Alright, you guys can't see this yet. The tea is still on, and I will grab it when it shows up, but here in our pre-stream, we've got a lovely aerial view of Mountain Peak. Muffin Peak. Mountain Peak. What the fuck me? Along with some of the families living there. The McMansion still sits desolate and unoccupied, which I guess is par for the course with McMansions. We've got our power plant, our hospital, our church, our pet shop, our hardware store, our bakery, our witch's store, our grocery store, which is lovely, our derpies. We've got that apartment complex, and I didn't quite finish it last time. We should probably finish that up before I forget. We got our little fancy gym. We got our roller rink. We got our baseball field. We got our city hall and our police station. I'm not going to start building anything till 5, but I might put down some hood deco while you guys are watching. Excuse me, I am so tired. Oh. I did get some more hood deco. So like I said, I might put some of that down. This is way too big, yeah. That's for like a university hood. We can put these over by the power plant. More vaguely industrial buildings. Oh, that is some ugly Z fighting. I don't know if I like that. Neighbor's cat was cuddly and now an Earl stream. It's a good evening. Well, thank you. I'm trying. What can I say? So, yeah, like I mentioned, I got some new hood deco buildings, and I'm going to be putting some of them down. Now, we want to keep the area with a lake view for real houses, but this will help flesh things out some and make it so I don't have to build 11 billion houses. Let's put a gas station on the road into town, maybe. Right next to the hospital. Yeah. Or maybe even a little earlier in, before the... Nah. Just makes things look a little bit less barren. We don't really need 2 grocery stores. I mean, we could have them. This is Murica, but... Oh, that's what I was looking for. Down in the little industrial corner of town. What is that? Oh. Oh, that is a skyscraper. That is probably a game breaker if you have more than one in there. I like this. There we go. I knew we had some more housey type houses. This one's kind of baffling. I think we'll just zoom it over here. Why is the camera suddenly spinning? I'm gonna click into a lot and see if that helps with the spinning. Simlish Whole Foods. It is a very nice skyscraper. I'm such a disaster human that the stream started within 30 minutes of me waking up. Hey, hey, I just had to take a nap because I only slept 5 hours last night. I got up like 20 minutes before I had to start the pre-stream. So you are not alone. Okay, this camera seems to be working just fine. Ugh. Yeesh. What was that other camera's deal? Okay, so with this, we've got 2, 4, 5 apartments left to finish. Good to know. Oh, that would be the kettle. Okay, I'm back. Sleeps a lot, solidarity. Woo! Um, all the base game skyscrapers are pretty, and if Earl is played in Nightlife, that's not a default skyscraper. That is modded in from City Skylines. The reason I said, oh boy, that will crash the game if you have more than one. I think it was in here. These are the default ones. This is pretty. This is also not particularly high poly. I mean, it's basically an octagon, and all the details are. Some of them are meshed, but a lot of the details are probably alpha. Like if you look at the balconies here, that's probably all texture work. This skyscraper, on the other hand, the one I was freaking out about, hang on. This is basically just a box, but it's reflective. I suspect if you had more than one of these, your neighborhood would freak out and explode. Mm. And then again, I am probably overreacting. No, no, the default ones are nice. Don't get me wrong. Like, this is another one of the default ones. What's this? Oh, it's a boat. I completely forgot I had this. Should we put the steamboat in Muffin Peak, you think? Mm. Either way, we probably should get some bus shelters in. I don't actually have the custom buses somebody made yet, but like I said, the default ones are nice. They're just not, you know, quite that nice. We'll put a bus station right next to the hospital. Let's put one on the hump here by the church. On the other side, happy little bus stations. Okay, there's our bus system. Yeet. Oh, also, Monk, I do have an electric kettle because it's actually fairly difficult to get. I do have an actual kettle. It's actually relatively hard to get an electric kettle here, and it's way more expensive because most people drink coffee. So you can get a coffee machine for under, 20 bucks, but an electric kettle is going to be 20, 30 minimum, and a real kettle is going to be 9 bucks. I don't get it either, but that's how the American do. There is such a thing as a transit setter. A simmer named Cricket made one. I haven't gotten it yet because I keep forgetting that I wanted it in my game. I probably should get it at some point. Oh, for the love of all things cute and fluffy, there is an ant on my computer monitor. If we did get a transit center, I'd probably put it down here. Or maybe over here. There's not much going on over there right now. There's quite a bit going on in the rest of town, though, especially considering, where we started. Let's see how far we've come. I should not do that. I'm gonna get seriously whomped on stream. Universal Music Group is gonna send their SWAT team to come and murder me in my sleep. And then be very embarrassed to find out I'm still awake. I think these might be sinking into the ground a little bit. Oh, while we're still pre-streaming, it'd probably be wise to... There was something else I wanted to... Oh, well, I'll remember it later. Probably. And if I don't remember it, then it wasn't worth remembering. I can't murder you in your sleep if you never sleep. Thank you! I've been saying this for years. I forget that Monk is European, which is the most American thing I've ever done. Okay, we're slowly starting to get there. This is slowly starting to look like a real town. TM. The trees still do need some work, but with more buildings, I think it'll look okay. We should probably... it's hard to tell how many trees you're going to want. It's almost time to start, though. Man, this looks pretty nice even from this view. And it's, of course, better with the decorations inside. Man, all of these cricket trees are size huge. That's size monstrous. Danish. I will refrain from making pastry jokes. Also, I think I did say this already, but yeah, Celestine, I do have nightlife. Some of the first stuff I did on here was actually remakes of Downtown. I did that, and I did the neighborhood from, what's it? Hobbies. Free time. That's what it's called. Absolute units. We might add a downtown to Muffin Peak if this keeps up. I'm gonna run out of road space. I mean, not particularly soon. We've still got this whole little neighborhood and McMansion Lane and, But within a year or two, if we keep doing streams every week, I'm gonna need to add a downtown just to run out, and just so we don't run out of stuff to do. I mean, unless you guys want actual gameplay, but yeah. You cannot stop me from making Skeksis noises at every possible opportunity. Also, PSA. I know the new Dark Crystal has come out. I don't have Netflix. I have a friend who has a Netflix login who lets me log in sometimes, but I don't have a Netflix proper. So I haven't seen it yet, and the episodes are hella long from what I've heard anyway. So it'll take me a bit to get through it. So no spoilers, please. I know it'd be safe to assume I've seen it, but I haven't yet. So yeah, that's your PSA for the day. I'm a Luddite, and I can't watch my favorite show yet because of it. Will Muffin Peak ever get a real mansion, one that isn't a McMansion? That's a good question. I could possibly, I might take one of the houses from another part of another base game Sims neighborhood that I like. I like to remodel it because it's so terrible. Olive Specter's house from Strangetown. It's just bad. It's fancy and large, but it's also awful. So it just makes the perfect candidate for a stream like this, you know. That might be a little too dense. I should probably quit it with the trees until we've got more buildings placed. It's just fun. Gameplay is heresy. So is having actual music on stream. Yeah, I'm still salty about that. Okay. We got 2 minutes. I'm gonna load in the lot because that'll take a sec. Okay. So last week, actually it was like week before last because I've crapped out a couple times. The last time we played, let's go with that. We started up this slightly crappy but mostly well-intentioned apartment complex. Right now, in each apartment, we've got 2 studio apartments, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 2-story, 2-bedroom apartments. These two, one bed, these two, actually, these are all 2-bedroom, and then these two are 1-bedroom. So it's a good mix. I drink tea. That's heresy enough, I think. Okay. So should we start with let's start with the other studio. That's going to be easier to, maneuver around. So we got our bathroom, we got our kitchen area, and we got our main living area here. We've also got a rock path that's off center. I'm not sure I can fix that. Ugh. Ah, well. Sweet mysteries of life, I guess. Let's start by putting some tile on the walls. Not all the walls. That's a bit excessive. That would be my phone telling me I'm now Instagram famous. Oh, I have an Instagram now, by the way. It's at Earl Grey Tay. I have finally gotten hip with the times, as the kids these days say. I declared that Christ only seemed to have a physical body and was wholly of spirit. Gasp, shock, etc. Okay, so we're gonna get us a crap oven, or at least a mildly crap one. We're gonna get us a refrigerator. Mm. Mm. My voice is too deep to do Skeksis noises now. I appreciate that quite a bit. Oh, that's the island. We don't want that. Actually, we want these more than we want that. My bad. I don't know, but either way, you should play Cultist Simulator, because it's really good. And I want to say something, but it's a huge, huge spoiler for Cultist Simulator, and you wouldn't understand it if you hadn't put umpteen hours into that darn game anyway. Ugh. Okay, so we got a good sized kitchen here. I think I might actually whoop bloop alakazoop so that we're not. I don't want the sink to be right next to the fridge or stove. It looks weird to me most of the time. Changing your major to religious studies. Oh, that sounds like a good idea, but also one that's going to get a lot of jokes made at your expense, unfortunately. We should really change those tap handles to be silver. There we go. Much better. I can't tell how much any of these apartments are going to cost because they're not apartments yet. They're probably pretty cheap. These ones are the only ones I can see being more than a couple hundred simoleons a month to rent. I gotta watch more extra credits, man. I keep starting and then getting really, really distracted by just about anything else, and oh dear, these are not great conditions for a bathroom. Let's get some curtains on that. Maybe not these ones. These are a bit fancy. That's still not going to deal with the actual problem. These might, though. Uh, there we go. These'll do. You can pull them down while you're doing things that require actual bathroomage. Oh. Oh dear, I did not think this through. We're obviously not putting that in here. I think this works. I think this works, as long as there's only one person living here. It's a little sad, but it'll do. Declaring something a heresy in early Christianity was like declaring something problematic on Tumblr. I want to make a joke now, but I can't quite think of how to put it into words, so you'll be spared. Where is it? Here we go. Murphy bed. It collapses and can also murder Sims. So if you want a serial killer, oh, yeah. I kind of wish the Jesus fandom had gone the way of every other fandom on Tumblr, where most people leave after about 20 minutes because it's problematic and they can't like it anymore. I mean, that's kind of mean of me to say, but, at the very least, I wish a certain variant of semi Protestant Christianity, which I will not name, had gone that direction, and I will say no more. Okay, it's time to stop getting salty about religion, because if I get salty about religion, we will be here for quite some time, and nobody wants that. Oh, hey, this card is cute. It doesn't quite match the decor, though. We have another cart, right? Like the Bayside one is the one I'm thinking of, I think. No. Okay, if we do have another card, it's much less expensive than I thought it was. Oh, here we go. It was right here. It was staring me in the face the entire time. Do we have a slightly darker shade of this? Apparently not. Okay, that'll have to do. And we can put a lamp on here, I think, maybe. And some bookshelves, of course. Those are a necessity of life. I say as I have a million bookshelves with a million books I have not gotten around to reading yet. What? No. Is that Bill fucking Clinton? I think that's Bill fucking Clinton. Truly, life is a rich and varied tapestry. Anyway, moving on. Not like that. Okay, we still got room for a little bit of a living area. For studio apartments, these aren't all that bad. No. Not today, Satan. Just use the smaller one. It's not going to have the issues that the bigger one has. Looks a bit too thin in the face for Bill Clinton to me. Fair. I was just kind of surprised. It's like, whomst? Should I do it? It's really cute. Should I do it? I think I'll save it for one of the apartments where it's assumed that people do have kids. And make this one slightly more for a single adult. I mean, not saying that a single adult can't have a Totoro, you know what I'm saying. I think. I hope. If you don't, then what the hell are you doing here? I like that. I'll put it in another apartment in this complex. Like, it's really cute, but I don't think it quite fits the vibe of this one. Speaking as a single adult, I can agree that I do need a Totoro. Alright, fuck it. Totoro, Totoro. What? Oh. No. That'd be perhaps a bit too much of a bold choice. Do we put a TV on the table, or do we... Well, we got the space for it. There, that kind of makes a nice gap between the living room and... Why do I not have the stove hoods there? I think they're slave to a base game object. Why don't I have them? I'm going to be cranky about this now. For the rest of probably the next 5 minutes. That's strange. Huh. Wait, no, I think they're in MISC. For some ungodly reason. Okay, let's just not... I might have just gotten rid of them altogether, which is not pleasant. Oh, nope, here they are. They're just weirdly mixed together. And I don't seem to have the ones that go with the cheap counters. Where could they be? Well, these ones match just fine, so I guess it doesn't matter. There we go. This is looking pretty homey, honestly. It looks a lot more lived in than some of these other apartments. Totoro is from an animated movie by Hayao Miyazaki. It's Studio Ghibli. It's a really great movie. I haven't seen it in years, and I need to see it again. It's just so charming. Um, like if I had to describe it in one word, that's how I describe it. It's just charming and sweet and innocent. Don't think I can fit this anywhere. Maybe right next to the bed, but that's it clips. Unfortunate. I think maybe we need a different option than the abstract skunk photography. That's a little bit strange. That'll do. There we go. Nice little starter apartment. Let's get a little bit of deco in the kitchen. Nothing too fancy, just enough to, really make it feel lived in. We probably need a mirror in the bathroom, don't we? Huh, this is the thing I was looking for. Part 2 of the apartments, yee! Your eyes do not deceive you. That is, in fact, a rug. That's too big for this. There we go. There's also a Totoro. Okay, now that we've gotten that done, let's save so that if my game crashes, we don't lose the last, 20 minutes of work. While I'm thinking about it, I'm going to make a little fenced-in area here to just hold all of the crap that you need to put on a Sims lot that's modded as far out to the gills as mine is. Let's rephrase that there. Just all the crap you need that you can't put down in normal gameplay, but that would take up a lot of space if you tried to cram it all in one lot. Hey, Lady A, welcome to stream. This is just the secret sneaky backlot of cheat object. Sneaky. Nobody knows it's there. Shh. I might put a dumpster or something in there for realism. Anyway. So that's our first apartment done. So now we got the two one-bedroom apartments with the loft. And then the two two-bedroom apartments. Let's tackle the one bedrooms first. Those will be easier, I think. Also, if you look at just how much this place costs if it was a house. Ugh. I'm sorry, guys. It's been kind of stupidly busy. And next week, just don't get me started on next week. I've got like 6 doctor's appointments. Blah, 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 blah. Well, no, we don't need tile necessarily. I have an idea. At least for this one. No, be good. I love how all the bathrooms have no windows except for this one. Okay, so we got our bathroom. Can't really do that here. So let's, excuse me. Here we go. That's more like it. So then for the main walls here, let's use some actual Maxis wallpaper. I don't do it that often, and I remember why. Each one more hideous than the last. The one bathroom window needs to be a full-length window. Poop aggressively while staring at the Sims walking by to assert your dominance. Yes. Doctor's appointments suck to a level that is only surpassed by not getting them. Oh boy, you're telling me. Oh, it's a baker. I get it. I don't really get it, but you know what? Okay. I said I was going to use some Maxis wallpaper. I'm going to use some Maxis wallpaper, damn it. Oh, that'll do. Okay. Could always put frameless glass in the bathroom. There you go. Oh, wait, what's in the apartments on the other side here? Let's just copy that. These are all kind of meant to be baby's first apartment, so... Not great, but not completely why are we living here either. Okay, I need like green. There we go. I think I forgot lights. Yeah, I forgot lights in almost. Well, no, not on that side. Just in the. There's lights. There's enough lights. Let's move this here then. And these here. Not really feeling that. Let's get the poop closet. You want a kitchen sink. We want a bathroom sink. And a shower. Hey, the Grand Trianon ones aren't... I mean, they're kind of funky looking. I don't think I'm using it. It is kind of nice to be able to select stuff in other apartments. So now we've got just enough room for like a tiny TV corner. Maybe this apartment belongs to somebody who really loves to cook. Should probably go with smaller chairs. I'm having fun with these ones, so. Oh, geez, why are the legs like that? No thank. There's just about enough room for them to get through there. One middle-aged hoarder, usually with a smoking habit. Yep. I live in one of those apartments. I would know. That's what I was going for with that recliner. But, oh, there we go. That's suitably hideous. This kitchen is bigger than mine for reference. These are the one bed. How did I forget to do? I did not forget. Maxis, why you no tile your walls? The kitchen is also bigger than mine. You know what? I might just have to call that good enough. Maxis feeds on the tears of the fan base. Oh, clearly. I mean, don't get me started on the Machino pack. I mean, to their credit, they made an effort to make it slightly less useless, but it's still... It's an ad. I'm assuming I can't, yeah. No. I'm trying to remember which ones are the ones you can do the diddly in. I think you can do the do in this one. Oh my god. Cat, why? Cat is totally going, if it fits, I sit, with no concern for, consequence. Ooh. You like the glass wall more than a fence, so the glass wall is technically a fence, I think. But more seriously, yeah, my grandparents had something like this in their house. So I do like it. I had these working. Why are HA's frames breaking? That might be a bit too much money for an apartment like this. I should put some of these in the kitchen, I think. That's itty bitty. You can only do in the wall closet. Oh, that'd do it. I was thinking of Sims 4 where there are certain wardrobes where you can do. I'll fix that then in a second. Also, I figured out why I keep crapping out on streams. It's because I keep getting all tense. I think it's just stage fright, which is embarrassing to admit, but here we are. Yeet. There we go. That is a little better. You're right. Don't underestimate stage fright. I know I have a camera with this set. I just don't know where it is. That's the here we go. Here's the camera. No. Don't forget fences for the top of the stairs. I want something with photos on it. This will have to do, I think. There we go. That's a little bit saucy, I think. I need more recolors for that. I shouldn't make more recolors for that. Oh, wait. Oh, that's kind of cool. I like that too. We'll keep that. This is what I was looking for, though. I kind of like whoever lives here. They know what they want. I have no idea what this is, but it's so awful I have to put it in here now. Them's the rules. What? think we might have run out of Final Fantasy. Yeah, we ran out of Final Fantasy. And you guys haven't had music this entire time, have you? Can you hear this? I've been gabbling this whole time and there was nothing going on. Such is the way of the Simbler, I guess. When you complained about lack of music earlier, I assumed you meant to do the stream without any music. No. I just hadn't turned any on yet. And I've just spent this entire time, playing music that nobody heard. It wouldn't be an Earl stream without technical difficulties. Let's not have 3 entire raw chickens hanging. Why do we even have that lever? I know why. It's just... Well, we have music now, and hopefully this won't bite me in the ass. If Squeenix decides that their intellectual property is important. That's more cosmetics than... Okay. Alright, this is looking pretty good. Should probably put something there, though. Alright, and let's save so that the last, again, 20 minutes, half hour of hard work does not get yeeted into the ether. I'm cranky today, I'm sorry. Don't mind me. Before I forget, we should probably put the teleporter cat into the lot of things that you need that are cheesy as hell. I don't understand why the Maxis tile walls are mostly okay, with some exceptions. And then everything else is just... Ugh. Like, look at this. This is fine. This is kind of cute, even. It's like a nice Adobe... Cranky Earl still sounds more jolly than me on a good day. Thank you. Ow. Okay. Let's get this done. Let's do this thing. Let's do Maxis wallpaper again, but I don't think that the green, obviously, is the most appropriate. What is this? I'm frightened. Are those pineapples? What in the hay? Maxis? Maxis, we need to talk? This isn't yellow. I don't know what color this is. Zesty shit? Aw, I'm sorry you're not feeling so great. Hopefully my stream can help you get your mind off things. That is a ghastly combination of colors. We should probably pick something else. What? This is better. I mean, a tile's kind of funny, but we'll let that slide. Pea green if the peas are rotten. Whatever it is, it's not yellow. There we go. And a nice, soothing blue plaster for upstairs, I think. Blue and orange. Let's use the back to retro ones this time. Because it's bong water green. Okay, these are probably too cute for the aesthetic I'm going for, if I'm gonna be honest. In the 50s, people were crazy about pink. It's true. And yes, the mismatchy chairs are intentional. Excuse me. Oh, we gotta move this to the one next door. We gotta. They never put a mirror in anyway, so that works fine. It's got photographs. If all your chairs are from dumpster diving, garage sales, and Goodwill, you definitely aren't going to find matching ones. True that. I might want to switch out these bar stools, actually. For more mismatchy ones. There we go. Excuse me. Oh, that's lovely. I could listen to that all day. Leather circle bar stool by default has a duct tape recolor. Huh. GameCube is the best video game system, fight me. Oh, does this apartment does not have a smoke detector. That was very nearly a big mistake. I'm putting this on the counter for a second so that I can grab an end table to put it on for real. Oh, that's not big enough at all. There we go, that's better. Oh, I've got a GameCube emulator. It's great. I've been playing Fire Emblem Path of Radiance, and I've been playing Wind Waker. which are both games that, of course, I legitimately own. We did actually buy Fire Emblem when I was growing up. I find it funny how games from the late 90s to early slash mid aughts are still passionately played and replayed, but most modern games have their communities fizzle out in less than 3 years. I think some of that is just the thing you always get with classics. Um, there are plenty of games from the 90s that nobody remembers, and there are plenty of games from now that people are still going to be talking about, years and years into the future. Like, I'm trying to think. I mean, the obvious big one is Skyrim. Dark Souls, Bloodborne. People are going to be playing Bloodborne for a good while yet. But people remember things that are good and yeet things that are bad, and there are always going to be more things that are bad than things that are good. It's just the way the world works. Oh, I forgot I had this. This is cool. Skyrim is good. I have a lot of problems with the writing in Skyrim, but the gameplay is pretty solid, and the modding community is just amazing. Like, seriously, you can make Skyrim into just about any game that you want to make it. Like, I'm trying to think. There were so many mascot platformers in the aughts. I've watched Joel and Vinny Vinesauce play so many terrible platformers from the 90s. So many. There's one called, like, Soccer Kid, where you're a kid with a soccer ball, and you have to, your only attack is kicking this darn soccer ball. And the problem with that is, once you've kicked it, it flies off in a random direction, and you've basically lost it. So you have to go and hunt down your soccer ball before you can do anything else. Nobody remembers it for a reason. I've seen them pick up some hidden gems. There was one game, I need to go back and see if I can find it. It was like sort of a platformer RPG hybrid that was kind of neat. Oh look, it's Lexo Jr. Yeah, the games that people remember on the NES, SNES, Xbox, they're mostly good. I have some opinions that are probably not popular about some of those games because I didn't grow up playing them, but they're either good or they were good at the time that they came out compared to everything else that was out there. This is an unpopular opinion, but I don't like Banjo-Kazooie. I think it's overrated. Like, I don't hate it. I don't think it's bad. I just think it's, people remember it a bit more fondly than it deserves because nostalgia. This one is damn old. Sammy Lightfoot, Apple IIc. Banjo-Kazooie is... It came out a little earlier than Sims 2 for reference in terms of like graphics and style that we're talking about. It's a collectathon platformer game. You're running around trying to get a bunch of different little puzzle pieces to rescue your sister who's been kidnapped by an evil witch. And it's not a bad game, but it's a very, very beloved game, and I tried it out and I thought it was boring. Not gonna lie. Um, from what I understand, I watch a lot of, video game history videos. I didn't, like I said, I didn't grow up playing Banjo-Kazooie, so I could be dead wrong on this. What happened was Rare had this idea for a big, grand scale sort of RPG platformer hybrid where you were crashed on a deserted island and you had to, fight monsters and travel and collect things and all the stuff you do in a collectathon. But what happened was they were getting a bit too ambitious for the N64. So they scaled it way back, and they did kitify it up some as part of scaling that back. And this is too fancy. Oh no, Conker's Bad Fur Day came after. Conker's Bad Fur Day was a parody of Banjo-Kazooie. So like Pikmin, kind of, but without the real-time strategy elements, I think. I am vague on this. I have not. I watched like two videos that kind of touched on it. I do know a little about what the hell I'm talking about, but I don't know much. Where did I get all these saucy pictures from? Oh my lord. That one's better. Looks like it's in Sim Russian though. Sim Russian or Srussian. I need to make a doll collector sim one of these days. I've only just got enough dolls to make it worthwhile. Oh, those work. We'll scooch this over here. Okay, that works nice. All right, another apartment in the bag. Yeah, in the bag. In Simlish Russia, gameplay, you. I haven't heard of Magic Garden. What's it about? Okay, two more apartments. I am honestly getting a little bit bored of apartments. Tell you what, I'm going to take a break from apartments because we've only got two more to go. And I'm going to do the other thing I had in mind for this time. So let's mute back to the neighborhood. Oh man, I remember PopCap games. I spent way too long playing the bookworm one. You remember that? It's starting to look really nice. I just need to put in a little more work. Actually, okay. Post the sim, there's one. Okay, well, no, I can't make a sim to live in here until we finish the apartments. So, okay, vote. Do I finish the apartments and then make a sim, a couple sims to live in them? Or do I do the park over here? I remember Bookworm. So do I. It was so good. Park, Sims, park. Do park. Okay, I'll do the park. I'll finish up the apartment complex. Because the problem with making Sims to live in the apartments is I won't be able to move them in until I've turned it into an apartment building. Right now, the game still thinks it's just a really big house. Okay, let's try this again, yeah? Oh, this is some soothing chocobo music. Okay, this is nice. Okay, so first things first. Let's yeet these sidewalks. They are unnecessary, and I don't want them. Yeet, 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 yeet. Aw, that sounds adorable. So we got our baseball field right here. Let's get a pond. Or maybe a river, I think. Yeah, a river sounds nice. Just like a little river ending in a nice little pool. Like a creek, I guess is what you call this. It's too shallow to be a river, really. And it ends way too soon. Yeet Road. We are all Yeet Road. Let's get a nice little bridge over the... I know there's ways to CFE it to make it more complicated looking, but I'm just going to make it look like this for now. Nah, that's too obviously the tiki set. Unfortunate. The park should have a soccer and a basketball in it. Maybe an Olympic swimming pool. We don't have room for that. And hiking paths. We do have room for those. Let's get the basketball in and the soccer before I forget. I'd like to make a small playground for the kids, but that's going to have to be somewhere else because we just don't have the room here. We'll put the soccer up by the baseball field. And the basketball as well. Oh, the basketball is smaller than I thought it was. Let's put a couple basketball courts in. We can have a picnic area over by all the sports ball things. Maybe. Like in and around here. I know you're excited, Lady A, but I know what I'm doing. A gazebo. Don't attack the gazebo. It never ends well. The Dread Gazebo gets plus 88 to all attack rolls. There's no way you can win. This is like the walking path. You will have to be pretty careful not to get beamed in the face with a ball, but it is the walking path. We're gonna have to put some trees around here, obviously. But I'm thinking about things for Sims to do first. Before, Gazebo Mimic. Also, be right back. I gotta check on something real quick. Okay. My Chromebook should be coming sometime soon. It's in my state now, which is good because, my Chromebook is almost here. The bad news is it might come after I've left with my friend. We're going to go see a concert where they play a music soundtrack over the Empire Strikes Back soundtrack over Empire Strikes Back, which is fun. So that's good and all, but I might not be here when my Chromebook gets here, and I'm staying the night at her house. So, oh, a giant chessboard would be fun, but I don't think we have room. I mean, maybe. I think that'd have to be its own lot, honestly. Yeah, the idea with the Chromebook is I need a computer that is basically a typewriter that can take some abuse, that I can take on the bus and to cafes to type on and, maybe browse the internet and listen to Spotify. Oh, a Michuno game could be fun, yeah. Sadly, if Sims are playing Michuno, that's the only thing that, if there is a Michuno thing on the lot, that is all they will do. I think I might put the picnic shelter here and put some chessboards up here. Nah, that's not centered where I want it to be. Now, don't worry, those walls aren't sticking around. Yeah, Lady A, that would be cool, but I can't see it working. I use Michuno as a bingo hall. What do you write in? I write in Scrivener, but if I'm on the go, I use Google Docs and just copy pasta it. Oof, I'm so sorry. The back of my neck has just decided that it is time for a revolution. These are also not staying here. These are to help hold up the roof. Oh, that's a problem. It's definitely a problem. I think those are the two-story columns. Well, let's first get rid of all the ones in the middle. Yeet. Ah, yeah, those are two-story columns. That's the problem. I wish there was an easy change this style of object to a different style of object button in Sims. I've been playing a lot of City Skylines and they have something like that in there and it's real convenient, let me tell you. Excuse me. Thank you. I figured it was easier to do it like this than to try to like freehand it. And since you can't get a perfect circle in Sims, an octagon is the next best thing. Okay, so now we need railings and we need to tweak the roof a little bit. Oh, that's cute, but no, that'd be great on it like a island hood for a like a tiki bar. Okay, so now we need a fence. No offense, but okay, I'll stop making jokes. Actually, you know what? Okay, this is cute. I like this a lot. Okay, so now we need picnic tables, obviously. Actually, I think they're in the misc section for some... No, no, here we go. We need one bigger one. For, like, family reunions and such. This might work better. Actually, you know what? Where's the other back to the land table? Those are a bit poncy. I could have sworn there were long picnic tables. I have never been able to find picnic tables. I've been able to find, like, benches that look like they should go with picnic tables. There we go. Okay, let's get, well, we need those grills. And I think they're in stoves, actually. In the interest of nothing burning down, how many Sims do you allow to spawn on a lot? Because that seems like way too many chairs for the amount of Sims that could plausibly be there. True. I don't let more than the normal amount spawn, so I guess in the interest of avoiding lag. At least Earl didn't make a loss with the chairs. There we go. I hope you're happy. You have done something wonderful. Future generations will thank you for your service to mankind. That's why I feel like I'm forgetting something. It's because I am. These are all giving true trees, so I can't use them. Did I just put a tree in the soccer field? Not intentionally. Man, this lot is gonna make my game chug like hell if I ever play on it. Oh well. Now that I'm looking at it, I probably could fit a small playground on here. Right up here with the chess tables and everything. I always forget that these really big lots are, in fact, really big. No. A turlet, you're right. Oh god. We do not have room. We've got to have a turlet. Oh. Right next to the loud children on the slide. Yeah, that's another fair point. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. At the park that we had when I was growing up, they actually did have vending machines right around the back of the turlet facility. So, these are too nice for a park bathroom, but I'm not sure what. Oh, you gotta be cranking my chain. Small children expiring because you send them without an adult and they don't know how to grill yet. Funny story, the game actually will not let children die. As in, I have the mod that turns off the social worker. I have the mod that, So kids can live without parents. And, I actually had a kid nearly starve to death. And the game kind of got crashed in this loop and couldn't get out of it because the game didn't know how to handle a child nearly dying of starvation. They're not supposed to be able to do that. That is entirely too funky. That'll do. That doesn't look right, though. Neither does that. We are once again all out of Final Fantasy. Just kidding, you're never going to be out of Final Fantasy music. There's so much. We want windows on this bathroom, but like tiny privacy ones. Oh, maybe glass block windows. I seem to remember them having those in the park I had when I was growing up. Park I had. The city park. There we go. That lets in some light. We should get a light fixture in too, though. So now we've got nice lights all around the park. So if you're doing the walking tour or whatever, you can go for a nice little walk and You'll have light to see. Let's get those vending machines in now before I forget. Some of these chairs just really are not appropriate for a public park, and they tag them as such anyway. People gonna people. Here we go. These are good. These'll work. There we go. And we should get the path to wind up to it. We have a baby grill. I don't have it installed because I don't want to have my Sims eat babies autonomously, and they would, but... Okay. Yup, that's the one I was talking about, yup. Alright. I think that's gonna do it for our park. It's got a little bit of something for everybody. Sports, chess. Oh, I forgot to add flowers. That's what I was gonna do. Let me just get some more trees in around here. I was gonna add some flowers by the Dread Gazebo and up by the bridge, and I forgot to do that. Can change autonomy. Population control. Just a modest proposal. I see what you did there. If only I had the Sims 4 potty bush and we had that working in game, that would be fun. Alright. I think with the flowers in, that is going to do it for the park. Oh boy. Alright. Well, we got our park. I think I'm going to call it here, guys. Um, it's been 2.5 hours and, well, only 2 hours of streaming, I guess. And we got a lot done. We got our nice little park here. We got 2 more apartments finished, and next time we can really finish off the building. And after that, well, we got all this to fill in. We got all this to fill in. We got this entire little pocket park here to, not pocket park, this entire little neighborhood here to fill in. And some of this too. And of course, we can't forget McMansion Lane. And, all of this. Anyway, that's going to wrap it up for today. If you like this stream, share it with your friends. Come back next week. I'm going to try to do a Monday stream because Darth Monk gave me a copy of Revenge of the Obra Dinn, or yeah, Return of the Obra Dinn, my bad. So, on Monday at 5, I'm going to be trying to stream that. I might not have the physical and mental spoons because this next week I have doctor's appointments on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. But, we'll see what we can do. Anyway, thanks Celestine. Thanks Darth Monk. See y'all on Monday or Friday, depending on how things go. Take care of yourselves, y'all.